The princess knew full well the tea had been drugged by her half-sister, yet she drank it down without hesitation. When the drug took effect and her half-sister helped her to the room, the princess instantly regained her clarity. She knocked out her half-sister with a swift strike, then made her half-sister drink the drugged tea, and was about to summon 10 beggars to properly entertain her half-sister. It turned out the princess was reborn. In her past life, the scoundrel heir and her half-sister conspired. They murdered the princess's father emperor and mother empress. Just as the princess was about to die by the blade, the general arrived in time to save the woman. But sadly, the general was still outnumbered and died in battle before the princess. The princess refused to suffer their humiliation, so she raised her sword and died for her country. Unexpectedly, when her eyes opened again, the princess had returned to her coming-of-age ceremony. This was the very day her half-sister schemed to make her fall into water, forcing her to marry the scoundrel. Realizing this, the princess immediately slapped her half-sister. When the scoundrel tried to defend the half-sister, the princess gave him a slap without mercy. She even scolded the scoundrel that as a mere heir, he had no right to tell her what to do. The scoundrel couldn't understand why the princess, who used to obey him, had suddenly changed her attitude. But the princess couldn't be bothered with them. She turned and changed clothes to attend the banquet. Remembering in her past life it was on this day, she broke off her engagement with the general and insisted on marrying the scoundrel instead. Now the princess was determined to prevent this tragedy. So when the emperor was about to announce the change of engagement, the princess immediately interrupted, declaring she would only marry the general in this life. In the past she had been willful, mistaking her appreciation for the scoundrel as love. Now she had thought it through clearly. The general was her only husband. Just then the general appeared with congratulatory gifts. The princess looked at this man who had given his life to protect her in the past life. She couldn't help but step forward to embrace him. But the general thought this was the princess's tactic to anger the scoundrel. At this moment the scoundrel seized the chance to say the princess was young and naive. The marriage should be postponed for further consideration. The emperor thought this made sense and adopted the scoundrel's suggestion, though the princess was very unhappy inside. She could only pull the general to sit down for now. Then the woman remembered the general's mansion was under renovation, so she suggested the general move into the princess's residence. After all, they already had an engagement. It would be perfect for cultivating their feelings. Seeing the princess so considerate of others, the emperor agreed without hesitation in relief. That day someone came reporting an urgent case, requiring the general to handle it at the palace. The princess remembered this was the day in her past life when the general almost lost his life, so she demanded the general return before sunset and said she would personally cook for the general. Seeing her care for him so much, the general readily agreed. Then the princess went to the palace to pay respects to the empress and happened to catch her half-sister drugging the tea. The princess realized this must be the scoundrel's scheme to ruin her reputation. So while her half-sister wasn't looking, the princess poured the tea into a flower pot, then pretended to drink the tea. Sure enough, on the way back her half-sister followed, and the princess took the chance to pretend to faint. So after her half-sister helped her to the room, the princess knocked her out with